guys, Levi and Simon here, coming to you from Three Dragons Sports Bar in Hoi An with our tips for the final round of the Aussie Rules season before we head into finals.
For the week off into the finals.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Loads on the line. It's going to be an absolute cracking round. There is still a lot to play for.
Yep. There's still definitely some... I think the top four is fairly well set in there.
Yes.
It is fairly well set. The only chance really of the Lions jumping up there is if
the Cats lose to the Eagles at GmbH, yeah.
Which unlikely. So top four is fairly well, but the positions in that top four
shift around a fair bit.
You could do.
And then it's basically the fight for the last spot in the 8, I think, pretty much.
Yep, definitely. So moving on to first game, we've got the Demons at home to Collingwood. Collingwood coming off a good win. Good kind of couple of wins in the last few weeks. Not quite enough to be challenging the 8.
I think
but
for them to sneak into 8,
I don't think they can't. I don't think they can make it in there.
I mean, mathematically, I think it's possible, but yeah, they would have to win by God knows how many. Their percentage isn't quite good enough, I think, even if the other results go their way. So yeah, unlikely to sneak into 8, but
yeah. So up against a Demons team, which this hasn't been great this year. I'm going to tip Collingwood. I just think off recent form, the last few weeks, they've showed enough to do well. Dacos had another
cracking game.
Cracking game. So I think the Pies.
They might have left a bit late.
Just 1 week too late.
I mean,
I think the Pies are almost one or 2 weeks. Two games out.
I mean, that's going to be the
dangerous
game.
Run into
that's going to be the game up in Sydney. That's going to cost them. That's the one up against the Swans that they lost. That's the game that's going to cost them.
Okay, Saturday's game. First of the day, we got Cats at home to the Eagles.
Yeah, Cats with a strange loss to the Saints. That was kind of started off strong and then just kind of faded and let them run over us. Bit of disappointing performance, but happens. Should still finishing the Eagles at GmbH. I don't see us losing this one.
Yeah, I couldn't see losing that one. And if you did, then then you don't deserve to be in the top 4.
Well, yeah, correct.
It's very clearly.
But I mean,
if you lose that one,
to be honest, the Cats have been pretty mediocre all year and still fourth. I haven't watched a game yet this year where I watched us playing one we're banging. It's just we had a fairly easy draw, beat the teams we needed to beat mostly. Had a few okay wins against
lost a few at home, but have done
enough. We'll see. I think come finals, we definitely got the experience to actually go deep, even though we don't have the midfield that we used to. But we'll see.
There's no other team actually really in the league after the Lions have lost a couple. The Swans have been here and abouts. It's anyone's ball game. Come finals, and I don't put anyone above any other team at the moment. I don't see anyone's form
being
maybe Giants hitting form at the right time, but it's still close. They haven't been they haven't been blowing away the better teams.
No.
Maybe the lower teams, but it's so anyway, moving on to second game. Tigers at home to the Suns.
At the G.
Suns dismal at home.
Yeah.
Last week.
Yeah.
You'd think that the Suns are good enough to
beat the Tigers. I mean, the Tigers fought back a bit after getting blown off the park in the first quarter. They fought back a bit against the Hawks, but in the end got done before.
Suns away from home. Record is abysmal.
Yeah, I'm still.
Have they won one away?
Yeah, they won one.
One.
I'm still picking the Suns, I think.
Yeah, I think you're just picking the Suns because you can't pick the Tigers. Then next game, Mighty Hawks on their run into the 8. They're a form team.
They're
coming
a form
in.
team
They're
for
definitely
sure,
they're definitely one of the form teams, and you would not want to be playing them.
No.
I don't think
No.
leading into the finals. They're placed 7th up against the Roos down there at Lonnie. So this is Hawks like it down at Lonnie.
So do the Roos, but I think the Hawks should beat them by pretty nice little margin.
Yeah, I think this will.
I think they'll carry their momentum through, and I'm not sure if they can go how high up the ladder they can go. I think they'll probably finish 7 no matter what, depending on a couple of the other results.
I think they can.
They might go up to 6.
I think they can jump the Doggies.
Maybe
if the Doggies
lose.
If the Doggies lose. So that's
that'd be big. Get a home game and
definitely the Hawks. I think have got that game now, and their momentum has definitely been great. And look for them to have a good final series.
Yep.
Okay, moving on to the first game of Saturday night there. Lions at home to the Bombers. This couldn't come at a better time for the Lions after a couple of shock losses, bad loss on the weekend. It's kept them in 5th spot. Otherwise, they would be, they would be in the hunt for the top 4.
I reckon that's not finishing top 4 is gonna hurt them. They're still gonna get a home final.
Yeah,
most likely. I mean, you'd expect them to finish in 5th with a win over the Bombers. At the Gabba, means home final at the Gabba, win that one, but then the next one they're away.
Then they got, I think,
three on the road.
Three on the road. So they got to do it hard way. Apparently, it's the first I think 25 years since someone won it from out of the top 4. It's been 25 years.
No, Bulldogs did it in.
They were in top 4.
No, Bulldogs won it from 7. When they won their flag, that was like 2000 whatever. No, that's not that long ago.
Okay.
No, the Bulldogs won it from 7.
So it's still going to be a hard way.
It's going to be a hard road. And the Lions, they had their little run there where they looked really good, and then spotted a little bit.
But I think this game's come at the right time to get them a nice victory up there, get some momentum into the week off, and prepare for the finals so that they can stay at home now. No travelling. I think this will suit the Lions, and they'll get a solid win.
And it will be interesting to see who they're up against.
Then we got Swans at home to the Crows.
Yeah, should get a win.
Crows showed some good signs in the first half.
Yeah, and then fell off. But
the Swans have been working their way back, into some form. I
think they're looking solid.
So you'd have to, expect them to, get that minor premiership and comfortably.
Yeah.
I don't think they can lose it anyway with their percentage and stuff. But this will well and truly, lock in that top position for the Swannies. So.
Yep. And then Sunday, that's going to be the one that's going to decide the 8 pretty much. Like those 3 games will decide who.
Three really big games. Like there's a lot on the line for
all
everyone,
of those teams. Yeah,
everyone here.
But the Bulldogs at Ballarat to the Giants, and I'm not sure how the Bulldogs are such massive favourites. If you look at the betting odds,
wow,
it's like 275 for the Giants. That's ish.
Yeah,
that's a bit strange. I mean, I get it as a Ballarat, but I mean
the Giants have been playing solid.
They've been good, and the Bulldogs are okay. Like.
Yeah,
I mean, Bulldogs could still miss the no.
No, they're
probably in, not even with a loss.
Yeah, I mean, we got Freo here. They got a decent percentage. I mean, if they lose,
by enough.
Oh well, I mean, Freo can jump them.
Oh yeah, true. Freo can go on 54,
and then all you need is a good percentage from Hawks and Carlton, or have either of those wins. So I mean the Dogs
still
they are.
That's winning in, lose, and hope Rio don't win.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. Win and they're in.
Yeah.
They could. Yeah, if you guys lost, they could sneak into fourth, but that's not going to happen.
No.
Against the Eagles, again, the Lions, they could jump the Lions if they lost to the Bombers and take that fifth spot. That's tough for the Doggies, isn't it?
That's a tough one, and I'm not sure. Like, I think,
and a lot for the Giants as well, because if the Giants win, they can take second spot. Because
correct,
Port Adelaide against Freo in the last game is also going to be a tough game. So Giants win,
playing for top two.
They move into second spot.
Puts some pressure on Port.
So interesting.
Yeah. I reckon Giants. I'm liking the Giants.
Yeah. I have tipped the Giants in this, and to knock the Dogs out of the 8.
But yeah, I mean momentarily maybe.
That's why I've got it here. Moving on to the next game. Also, winning in Carlton up against St Kilda. Yeah. St Kilda got a good win.
Yep.
On the weekend.
It's a marble.
Blues are still just hammered with injuries. They got so many injuries and
got it done against the Eagles anyway.
This is going to be a tough one for Saints, and so much pressure on these teams coming into this time of year. That is the pressure going to be too much?
Yeah, I was considering Saints, but then I was like, I think the Blues. Even with all the injuries, I reckon they're going to tough it out, get a close win, sneak into the 8. I think, it's hard, but I reckon they've got enough left.
Yeah. So look, I have
Saints might be the spoiler, but
quite often there are spoilers this time of the year. Pressure can get to teams.
This one's going to be a crazy game. That one is. I mean, the whole Sunday is going to be 3 games
lot to play for. Look, I'm going to tip the Blues to get the win anyway. Just by a point. I think that one's going to go down to the wire.
Very possible.
And let's see if Voss and his boys can tough it out. And then we're going to finish off the year with the Dockers at home to Port.
Yeah.
Now, the Dockers, if one of the teams loses above them,
then
it's on them. It's on them again. So I'm quite surprised, not from the beginning of the year, but like having a look maybe only a month ago that the Dockers are in this position.
Yeah.
They were like top 4. They were in the top 4 6 weeks ago.
Then kind of faded.
I'm really surprised that they're actually even in this position. Again, Port Adelaide, they win.
Second on the ladder.
They're second. So that's massive. They got a lot to play for as well, Port. I think the Dockers are going to win this one. I think the Dockers at home, they're going to show the grit that did so well of them through the first, like through that middle part of the year. And I think the Dockers are going to win. And then that's going to put the pressure definitely on potentially the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they might miss out. I mean, I don't know. I think Port's going to get the job done. I think Port's finally, towards the back end of the year, found a bit of consistency, and their midfield's off the charts. I reckon they're going to get it done. And I'm not sold on Freo. They're not quite. Definitely,
this game will come down to if the Dogs and the Blues, one of them, or the Hawks, I'd bet unlikely. Yeah. But if either the Dogs or the Blues lose, there is going to be so much in it for this.
Yeah, but the Blues game will probably be around half time by the time the Dockers Port game starts.
No, it's done.
Oh, it's done.
Yeah,
They got them
they've
spaced
got them
out.
separated. They've got
Oh,
them
they've got them
separated
spaced
because
out.
it's over in
Not.
Freo.
Oh, that's why. Yeah.
Over
So
in
they're not.
Perth.
There's no overlap.
That last game is a late game, so they are going to know the result going into it.
True. Yeah.
And so that's going to be, I mean, that's all you really hope for, isn't it? You know, go down, final game of the year, still in contention, and rather than just being a nothing game.
Yeah, but I mean, Freo might be so basically Freo might be done before the game even starts. If the Bulldogs and the Blues both win,
then they don't have a chance.
Yeah.
But I think it's unlikely that both those teams will win, and it's actually probably more likely that maybe they both lose.
It's possible.
So, I'm tipping the Dockers if they're still in the hunt. If they're not in the hunt, then I think they'll be deflated a little bit and watch Port run over them.
Yeah, I reckon Port might run over them no matter what. I'm rating Port. I think they're good.
Okay. There you go. Good luck with your tips.
Yeah, enjoy the excitement. It's going to be. I can't wait for this weekend. It's going to be so good.
At least we got 1 week of excitement before a week of nothing, and then get ready for the finals. So
excellent. See you next week.